Okay, guys, what's up? This is the first video of the get yourself on the path to freedom, financial freedom, independence, riches, whatever it is that you want to call it. Pay off your debt, pay off your loans, break free from having to work ever again, starting your own business, buying a new car, whatever it is that you want. I don't know what it is that you want, but you're here for some kind of reason, and that's actually what we're going to talk about today. We're not going to get into any technical stuff or any finances or look at anything right now, but there's only one thing that we're going to talk about today, and this is an optional one, and it's optional but highly, 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 highly encouraged for you to actually do this and to go through the motions and this type of exercise that I'm going to show you. And you don't have to do the one that I'm going to show you. There's like 1.5 million different other things that you can do and methods that you can do, that methods that people teach and all kinds of stuff. I'm just going to show you one that I really like myself, but you don't have to do it that way. There's like there's a million things. I want to just reiterate, we're starting over from scratch, completely from scratch. We're this blank canvas right here. Nothing is coming from what I had before, only my knowledge and wisdom that I've acquired. But we're starting completely from scratch. And at the end of the day, what you see me build here, this is what I'm going to use to manage my money going forward. This is what it's going to be. So the thing is, I have all these systems set up already. I have all the machines set up. I have the system set up, the automations and everything. My money system and foundation is like built already. And the nice thing about having it built is that you don't have to do much already. It's already going to work for you without much intervention. But I mean, it could use some tuning up. Granted, I'll give it that. But pretty much throwing all that away so that I can redo it again with you guys. And I'm super excited to do this. This is going to be amazing. It's something I've wanted to do for a long time. And I don't know. I don't know what got into me to want to do it now, but this is what this is what we're gonna do. So super excited. The only one thing that I want to talk about right now, and I encourage you to do this, is I want to talk about why are you here? That's it. Why? Why are you here? You're obviously watching this video, and you watched the last one maybe, and you're still watching, and for some reason you're still watching. Why? Why are you here? A lot of people, when it comes to finances, they know that they have to get better with it. Um, and it might be because people told them to get better with it, like somebody told them, their parent or their spouse or something told them that, hey, you got to get better with money because otherwise you're going to be working hard for money your entire life and you're never going to have anything to show for it at the end of your life and all that kind of stuff. And they'll be like, oh yeah, you're right. So then they go and learn a little bit, start doing some things, but never really clicks, never really gets them anywhere because they were doing it for some other reason because they wanted to make somebody else happy and they weren't doing it for like a personal reason. It's a big concept to understand. It's important to understand that. You got to do it for living your own life. You can't do this for living somebody else. You can't do anything for living somebody else's life because it's not going to bring you fulfillment at the end of the day. So, and even if you're here for somebody else, you can find a connection between what it is that you want, one of your dreams or desires, to like connect the dots of like how this is going to help that come to fruition, right? So that's all that I want to talk about today. That's it. And I'm actually going to do I'm going to show you the one exercise that I like to do, which is basically just ask why a bunch of times. Start with an initial question and then just ask why. And basically you ask why until you start repeating yourself. And that's like the core. That's the core issue. That's the root. Yeah, but like I said, there's many other ways you can do this. There's plenty of other guides, techniques, tactics, videos, books, that you can do. So I'm just going to show you one of them, and I'm going to go through it here with you real fast. And then I'm going to eat my food. My food's sitting right there, and it looks really good. So I'm going to try and make this video as condensed as possible. So why? We start with a initial question, so I'm just going to make it very simple, like, why are you doing this? Because I want to get out of debt. You just write the first thing, whatever comes to mind. And usually when it comes to finance and money, this is one of the first things that comes to mind. This is what came to mind first for me, just right now, right? Because right now, I'm in debt and I want to get out of debt. But here's a secret. I don't want to get out of debt. And neither do you if you're in debt. Nobody wants to get out of debt. Okay, everybody runs around saying like, oh, I want to get out of debt. I want to be debt free, and I want to be, do my debt free scream and all this kind of crap. That's not what you want. You don't want to get out of debt. If you wanted to not be in debt, you would never have gotten into debt in the first place. So you don't want to get out of debt. And that's why in this exercise we ask why. Why do you want to get out of debt? So I ask myself, why do I want to get out of debt? Right now, because I feel like I can be doing better things with my money. Right now I'm at a point where I'm paying about just under $200 a month in interest on my credit cards. And I look at that and I feel like, I could be doing a lot better. Like, that money can be going to a lot better things than paying off time that I've purchased to pay off things that I bought without having the money for them, right? It's just a stupid charge, I feel like. But again, this is kind of the same reason. I feel like I can be doing better things with money, but this is not actually the reason. Like, let's pretend that I'm already out of debt right now. What better things would I be doing with my money? So that's why we ask ourselves this another question. But instead of asking why here, I'm going to ask myself what better things, because it's just a question that makes more contextual sense. So what better things can I be doing with my money? Well, can be investing in my business, myself, and things that make money work for me. Right, another common thing, right? People want to acquire assets and build things that make money work for them, right? That's why people invest in stocks and dividend funds, because they get paid for it. The money that they've made is being put to work, and it's making money for them, so that eventually they don't have to work. The money is doing all the heavy lifting, and they're just enjoying life, right? That's the idea behind it, at least. But so what better things? Like, I want to invest in my business, myself, and things that make money work hard for me. All right, so now let's ask why. Why do I want to do these things? So why? Why do I want to invest in my business? Why do I want to invest in myself? Why do I want to make money work hard for me? Okay, well, because I want more time to do the things that I want to do. But this is a lie, right? Just like everything else before, it's not the real reason. It's not the true reason that we're getting to. I want more time. People say this a lot, right? I want more time to do the things that I want to do, implying that they don't have enough time right now. This is something that I want to do. Making this video, putting together this series for you guys. I obviously have the time to do it because it's up here. So this is not true, right? I mean, I already have the time to do these things, so this is not it. Why do I want to invest in my business, myself, and things that make money work hard for me? Well, because I want to provide value to to people. Okay, so we're just going to cross that out. It's not a good answer, and this is the answer that we're going to use for this why statement here. I want to provide value to people. Okay, all right, great. So why? Why do I want to provide value to people? Well, I want to provide value to people because I feel like it's my duty. I see that a lot of people are stuck, and I'm in a position to help them. It's kind of like if I'm walking down the street and I'm a really buff, strong dude, like Superman kind of thing, and somebody's trapped under a car. It's my duty to go and lift up that car and pull them out to like save their life, right? So it's like me, I'm walking down the street here and I see somebody who's like stuck. They think, oh, I don't have enough money. And they feel stuck in their relationship or their job or whatever thing, and they're blaming their finances as a reason, like, oh, the reason that I'm not whatever is because I don't have enough money to do it. Like, I was just at the cash register the other day talking to the cashier at Whole Foods, checking me out, and I don't know if she was like calling, trying to signal for help or something, but she said, kind of out of the blue, yeah, this is not a good time for people who are in domestically violent relationships. And I said, yeah, but if people are in that kind of relationship, they just got to move out. Like, end the relationship and move out. Go get your own place so that you're not together. And she said, well, it's hard in this economy, and it's financially unfeasible and this blah, blah, blah kind of stuff. And I said, well, you're just using finances as an excuse to stay in that relationship then, right? And it's just an excuse. It's not a real thing. It's an illusion. It's like the allegory of the cave. Okay, you think it's, have you heard of that thing before? The allegory of the cave? I don't know what I just clicked. I just clicked it too fast, right? Plato's cave, right? There's an image that explains this. Okay. Oh, perfect. Perfect. This thing. It's an illusion. It's not real. You have, when people feel stuck in situations and say, oh, it's because of my finances, it's exactly like this, right? In the allegory of the cave, there's somebody who's sitting here and they're looking at this image, right? And they think it's this is just a bird, but they think that it works better if it's like a really scary monster or something like that, right? But they think, oh, I'm not gonna ever leave this comfort zone because I'm scared that thing is gonna eat me or kill me or something like that. But in reality, it's just a guy, and this is a projection of the bird or the scary thing on the wall. So if this guy were to just look around and see that, oh, this is what's happening, then his eyes would be opened, right? Enlightenment, and then he'd be like, oh, I was scared of that thing. That was dumb. And what do I do now? Like, that's the question he will ask himself. He might judge himself for being so dumb, but when he gets over that, he's gonna ask himself, all right, well, so what do I want to do now? Okay. So that's where I see a lot of people are. They're like, this is a very powerful illusion. The illusion of financial insecurity is super powerful. And I see that at a lot of people. I used to be stuck in that as well. Like, I used to be this guy. Don't get me wrong. I used to be this guy sitting here. But I'm now the guy looking at this picture. Like, I'm right here. I'm looking at it from a third person point of view, and I see what's going on. And I see that a lot of people are still here, and I feel like it's my duty to say, hey, turn around and look and see what's actually there, so that they can then ask themselves, hey, what do I want to do? And and there, I in another scenario in something else, I could be this guy as well, right? And so if I help somebody see this image and realize that, oh, wait a minute, that's just an illusion, then they can like realize this image for something else down the line. They can help me um, see, come to the realization that, oh yeah, I'm in that cave for another reason. Um, and so we help each other out that way. And I think that's how humanity progresses: is we edify each other, we correct one another, and help each other along the way. Like there's things that you see that I don't see, and there's things that I see that you don't see. And if we combine our vision, then we can see a lot more together. So I feel like it's my duty to do that. Okay, so let's ask why. Why do I feel like it's my duty? Right. Well, I feel like it's my duty because I don't know. I'm in a situation. I'm in a position to help people with it. A lot of people ask me if this is my passion. And I don't understand that. I don't understand passion. People say, "Oh, I'm super passionate about this," and I can't see myself doing anything else. I get up every day super excited. It's not me. I'm not passionate about this. I'm in a position to help with people with this, and I feel like it's my duty. But I'm not. This is not my passion. Um, if this was not a problem, if people weren't having this problem, I wouldn't be doing this because it would be a horrible waste of my time and your time. Like, I mean, it wouldn't be a waste of your time because you wouldn't even be watching this right now. But if this wasn't a problem, if everybody was financially independent and everybody saw that everybody had this perspective on the issue of financial insecurity, if everybody saw this way, saw this money, like saw money in this way, then there would be no point in me doing this. Like, I would just feel like something else is my duty. There are other things other than finances that I feel like I can help people with, or I'm in a position to help people see that, see this broader image. But for now, this is what's in front of me to do, and this is what I'm doing. That's why I'm doing it. But it's not my passion. I don't understand what people mean when they say that. If you know more or have further insight about that, I'd love to hear it. Just let me know. Leave a comment or something. Oh, and subscribe and like, by the way. So you can and ring the bell. I don't know if there is a bell. This is pretty new. Ring the bell so you can hear. You can be notified if new stuff happens or whatever. I'm not sure how it works exactly, but you see, kind of here, like my answer to this question, this why is the same. It's kind of like a repeat of this one. That's kind of like what we're getting for. That's what we're going at, right? I'm in a position to help people with them, with it, with this topic, right? So why? Well, because of I don't know. Why am I in a position to help people with it, or why do I want to help people with it? Because I feel like it's my duty. So now I'm just kind of going around in circles here, and that's kind of the point of this exercise, to get to that point where you're like this is your base loop, right? This is what. All right, okay, this is what I want to do. This is why I want to do it. I don't want to just say here, it's like, this does not have to be something super emotional or gushy feely or woofy moofy or any kind of thing like that. It just has to get you excited about it. It doesn't even have to get you excited, but it's like, this is what you want. Like if it's, for example, if it's you want to own some land and have a house on that piece of property and have space for your kids to run around and all that kind of stuff, that's great. That's fine. That's your why. Okay. Or you want a new car and you want to be a badass in the parking lot and have the coolest car out of everybody there, and you can impress people by flooring the accelerator and cornering turns and all that kind of stuff. That's fine. But The point of this exercise is to challenge that, because you don't really want the car or the house. You want something. You want the thing that thing gives you. There's a deeper thing there, and that's what this exercise gets to. That's what you're really looking for, is that deeper thing that's there. Okay, and the point of it is to like rewire your brain to see like that thing that you want. This, what you're doing right here, is going to help you get that, and that is going to be like the switch. It's like, oh, that's a click. Okay, so I get it, and then everything becomes a lot more easier. Then it just becomes doing work. Now you set the vision. Now all you got to do is go do the work for it. So, it's going to be different for everybody. It's not going to be the same. I mean, yours is not going to be the same as mine. And person A watching this is not going to be the same as person C watching this. It's all going to be different. And you don't have to tell anybody. You don't have to, post it on Facebook or whatever social media. It just has to be for yourself. One thing I like doing is writing it down. And I like doing that because later on I can come back to it and read it. And if it doesn't jibe with me anymore, like a week later, then I'm like, oh, that's stupid. And I just redo the exercise. And it's quick and easy to redo. The thing that helps prevent is times when you feel really super motivated, like you just came out of the shower and like you had all these thoughts and they seemed like great ideas at the time, and you wrote it all down before you went to bed, and then you went to bed and you forgot about it, and a week later you're like, you read it and you're like, what the heck was I thinking? That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard. It's the dumbest thing I've ever read in my whole entire life. And if you do that, that's not sustaining motivation, right? You wrote it when you're in a motivational, emotional state. It's not gonna sustain. So it helps prevent that kind of thing if you write it down and like come back to it later on. Just kind of like do a gut check. Okay, so that's it. That's all we're gonna do today. That's the and it's I highly encourage you to do this, even though it's not like it's an optional one. I wrote optional in the title. I highly encourage you to do it because, well, I already explained that. So, go back and watch the video again if you need that explanation. I'm gonna eat my food now. Hope you enjoyed this one. I'll see you on the next one. We're actually gonna get to do some really fun stuff in the next one. It's gonna be amazing. All right, peace.